So materials needed for taping ankles, pre-wrap, your black elastic tape, white athletic tape, and beige elastic-on tape. You also need the pads with Vaseline to prevent blisters. I'll show you where to place those, and a quick drying adherent. Okay. Up, back. All right, so we're gonna have our pads in front to help reduce friction, and in back, these are the bendable portions of the ankle. Now for the yellow pre-wrap, you want to pull tight enough so it stays onto the ankle, but not too tight to tear it. As you're wrapping, you want to make sure there's no rolls that start in the individual portions of the pre-wrap. Otherwise, it'll create blisters during the activity. It'll also be a little bit easier when you have the quick dry adherent on. A small piece of white athletic tape just to hold the pre-wrap in place where you ended the piece. Now we're going to place 3 anchors on the top portion of the calf. Note that as doing this, the strips are slightly angled, not straight across to go with the ankle of the calf. Third strip, maintaining tension as you pull around. You also want to make sure that the foot stays back in a flexed position, otherwise the taping job will be too tight. An anchor strip at the bottom to help place other pieces of the ankle taping. Now we're going to work on the stirrups. 3 stirrups coming from just above the anchors at the top, come underneath the ankle. You're maintaining tension as you pull around, so you're going from the inside of the ankle to the outside to help stabilize the ankle from injury. Underneath, overlapping underneath, slightly flared at the top. Again, one more time, maintaining tension as we come up. And we want to place an anchor strip over to uphold those in place, and you can also place a second one as well. Next, we're going to do the ankle locks. The ankle locks should be done with the white tape. It's a little bit sturdier. We're going to save the beige elastic tape for the figure 8s. So at the top, come underneath by the Achilles, wrap around the ankle, come from underneath, and come to the front. I'll show you the other direction so you can see it through the camera. By the Achilles, come up, underneath, and to the front. We're going to place 4 of these. Two in each direction. Okay, now we have our 4 ankle locks. Now what we're going to do is we're going to use we're going to use the beige elastic tape for our figure 8s. It's a little bit wider and thicker than we'd like, but it'll give more support and allow you for movement. And make sure for this tape you have the scissors handy, because you'll need to cut the tape. Now I'm also going to go the other direction. Notice as best I can, I'm trying to maintain tension as I'm pulling around. Okay, so now we're going to also go over with the black elastic tape. Now I'm doing, which direction I'm doing, I start here as I'm coming around and pulling tension up, because again, we don't want the ankle to move inward, we want it to stay stabilized, so I'm actually pulling tension so it stays in a stabilized position. I'm actually going to apply 2. Up. And down. Okay, so just 2 layers of the black elastic tape to allow for a little bit more movement. I will apply 1 with the white tape to cover it all up. This, because the white tape will help protect it from sweat and from the pads from it rolling or creating some friction. Also going to apply it in the same direction. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to use the white tape to help finish up the tape job to cover everything as much as we can up. These are what are called closing strips. These are as much as needed, as best you can. We want to cover up the loose ends of the tape job. And as you can see, I've run out of tape. So what you want to do is apply 1 more piece of white athletic tape to around to cover up some of the beige strips. You wouldn't apply it here, just 1 more here, and everything else would be left fine. Just to make sure all the ends of the tape aren't exposed to the sweat, and also so they don't come undone during the match. And that is your basic basket weave tape job. Red button.